Top 5 Bigfoot sightings in South Carolina, exploring the enigma of the Palmetto State. South Carolina, known for its diverse landscapes ranging from coastal marshlands to the rugged foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, has a population of approximately 5.3 million residents. The state's 3 largest cities, Columbia, Charleston, and North Charleston, are concentrated in more urbanized areas, but much of South Carolina remains rural. With a population density of about 170 people per square mile, the state offers plenty of remote wilderness areas where mysterious creatures might roam. Approximately 67% of South Carolina is covered in forests, ranking it among the more heavily forested states in the U.S. The combination of dense woodlands, swamps, and low-lying river systems creates an ideal setting for Bigfoot sightings and unexplained encounters. The first widely documented Bigfoot sighting occurred in 1846 near the Santee River, where a group of farmers reported seeing a massive, upright figure covered in dark fur watching them from the tree line. According to their account, the creature fled when approached, leaving behind large footprints that measured over 15 inches long. Over the years, as the state developed and wilderness areas became more accessible, reports of strange creatures continued to surface, particularly in the dense swamps and forests of the Lowcountry and Piedmont regions. Now, let's explore the top 5 Bigfoot sightings in South Carolina, listed in reverse order. We saved the greatest amount of detail for our number 1 selection. Number 5, the Lynches River lurker. Location: Lynches River County Park near Florence, South Carolina. Date: November 2020. Number of witnesses: 2. Lynches River County Park is a scenic nature preserve featuring cypress swamps, winding river trails, and quiet picnic areas that attract thousands of visitors each year. On a foggy November morning, 2 kayakers paddling along a remote section of the river claimed to have seen a massive dark figure standing partially submerged in the water. The dense morning mist obscured their view, but they described the creature as at least 7 feet tall, with broad shoulders and thick, shaggy hair. The pair quickly paddled away, feeling an overwhelming sense of unease as they heard heavy splashes echoing behind them. Number 4, the Congaree Shadow. Location: Congaree National Park near Hopkins, South Carolina. Date: June 2019. Number of witnesses: 3. Congaree National Park, known for its towering old-growth hardwoods and vast floodplain forest, draws tens of thousands of visitors annually for hiking, kayaking, and birdwatching. On a humid June evening, 3 campers reported hearing strange guttural growls from the dense underbrush near their campsite. When they shined their flashlights toward the sound, they saw a pair of glowing eyes and a tall, shadowy figure watching them from behind a tree. The muggy, heavy air and thick vegetation made it difficult to see clearly, but they remained convinced they had encountered something far from ordinary. Number 3, the Caesar's Head Encounter. Location: Caesar's Head State Park near Greenville, South Carolina. Date: March 2021. Number of witnesses: 1. Caesar's Head State Park, perched in the Blue Ridge Mountains, offers dramatic cliffside views and winding trails through dense forests. It's a popular destination for hikers and nature lovers seeking solitude. On a cool March afternoon, a lone hiker on a secluded trail reported spotting a large bipedal creature moving swiftly through the woods. The figure was covered in dark, matted hair and moved with an unnatural grace. As the hiker froze in place, the creature glanced in his direction before disappearing into the thick foliage. The witness later described the sighting as the most unsettling thing I've ever experienced in the wilderness. Number 2, the Wateree River Watcher. Location: Poinsett State Park near Sumter, South Carolina. Date: September 2022. Number of witnesses: 4. Poinsett State Park, a lesser-known but beautiful park with rolling hills, dense forests, and quiet lake shores, provides an ideal habitat for wildlife. In September 2022, 4 hikers exploring a remote section of the park near the Wateree River encountered something they couldn't explain. As they paused near a clearing, they heard loud, heavy footsteps crunching through the brush, followed by a deep, resonant growl. When they turned to look, they saw a hulking figure standing among the trees, partially concealed by the undergrowth. The warm evening air was still, amplifying the eerie quiet that followed as the creature slipped away into the woods. Number 1. The Scape Ore Swamp Encounter. Location: Scape Ore Swamp, near Bishopville, South Carolina. Date: May 2023. Number of witnesses: 6. Scape Ore Swamp, infamous for its long history of cryptid sightings, is best known as the home of the Lizard Man legend. However, in May 2023, a group of 6 campers experienced what they believed to be a Bigfoot encounter. As they set up camp along the swamp's edge, they noticed an eerie silence falling over the area. Around midnight, strange whooping sounds echoed through the trees, followed by the sound of snapping branches. When they shined their lights toward the noise, they saw a massive, hair-covered figure standing just beyond the firelight's reach. One of the witnesses, Tom W., a retired game warden, later recalled, "I've spent decades in South Carolina's wilderness tracking animals, but this was unlike anything I've ever seen." It was at least 8 feet tall, with broad shoulders and dark reddish-brown fur. It stood there, watching us, before vanishing into the swamp without a sound. The group found large, humanoid footprints near their camp the following morning, some measuring nearly 17 inches long. The experience left them shaken, convinced that they had encountered something truly extraordinary in the depths of Scape Ore Swamp. As reports of strange creatures persist, South Carolina's reputation as a Bigfoot hotspot remains stronger than ever. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, one thing is certain: the wild places of the Palmetto State still hold secrets waiting to be uncovered. Hit subscribe to follow this channel as we track Bigfoot and other weird and wacky happenings across the United States. Do you believe your region or town deserves a top rating, or have you had an unusual encounter in the woods you can't explain? We need your help. Is Bigfoot real or a product of overactive imaginations? Please leave a comment in the comment section. We would love to hear from you.